Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome to Galactic Civilizations 3. Now, for this particular game, I did not think it would be a good idea for us to just dive in cold together, try and explore it, figure things out, because frankly, this is a space-based 4X coming to us from Stardock Entertainment, and so it is likely going to be quite complicated and take quite a bit of figuring to get worked out. So what I've gone ahead and done is I've completed the tutorial on my own, just to get a few of the basics down, understand movement, kind of get a hold on the tech tree, the basics behind the ideology. Not too much, but just enough so that we aren't sitting there watching me read help tips and menu screens for the first, hour of gameplay. So instead, what we're going to do together for our first initial little foray into the game is we're going to hop right into the campaign and go ahead and get started. So, the first campaign looks like it's going to be called Arcea. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. As per usual, just go with it. The Terran First Fleet, having taken refuge in a mysterious pocket universe at the end of the War of the Dreadlords, have returned, vowing to cut their way across the galaxy and liberate Earth from the precursor shield that has been its salvation and its prison for the last 10 years. Let's get started. Okay. We have a few objectives. We're playing as the Terran Alliance, up against the Dringian Empire. We have to destroy the Dringian Armada, liberate Arcea, recolonize, protect the TAS Crusader, okay, and secure the sector. We can play on normal difficulty. Do I buff it up to challenging? Do I want to make that? I mean, we can... Normal seemed pretty simple. Maybe we'll try challenging. This could end in disaster, but we're going to go with it. All right.
Why do you continue to struggle? You are defeated. Your race is now nothing but our slaves. And our food. Your people cower behind their precursor shield. But it won't last. When it comes down, we will be there to finish this once and for all.
You misunderstand human nature. We have never been afraid of war. When the shield falls, we will end you.
Well, all right then. All right. Hoping to find a safe place to stage their campaign, the Terran First Fleet has returned to this universe. Universe? We're actually in a different universe? That would be impressive. Near the homeworld of their former ally, the Arceans. Upon arrival, they discover it occupied by the malevolent Dringian Empire. Now they must liberate Arcea and use it as a beachhead where they can stage their return to Earth. The vast Dringian Empire stands in the way, but they have no idea what is coming for them. Strengths and weaknesses. The First Fleet is led by the most powerful ship ever created by the human race, the TAS Crusader. Powered by a precursor artifact of unfathomable strength, this ship will be the key to freeing Earth. The First Fleet is not large, but it is deadly. Okay then. Let's see. Thank you, Commander, for the part you played in our return to this universe. I am sorry we have not returned in time to save Arcea. Well, do we want to be benevolent or malevolent? I honestly, guys... I'm one of those guys who every single time I try to go dark side in KOTOR, I try to go renegade in Mass Effect, it doesn't happen. It basically never happens. Like, the one renegade effect I ever did in Mass Effect was the time when I just had a moment to take a revenge shot, and I took it in Mass Effect 3. But other than that, it's going to be benevolent. I'll have to really force myself hard to play malevolently, so we're just going to go with the natural course. So they fought valiantly, but the Dringian Empire has grown even stronger. They were once a great people. We will avenge them, and perhaps one day we will help them rebuild. We can only hope. On that subject, I'm going to need your help. I would like you to take operational command of the fleet. I have brought back an artifact from the Pocket Universe that requires my attention. Well, okay, I could do that. I'm kind of tempted to, since we already started down the benevolent path. Like, pragmatic is something I could potentially do as well, but we're already starting down that benevolent path. Maybe we just stick to it, and that's okay? I don't really know. Let's do it. The Arceans need help. Isn't leading the fleet more important than academic research? If I don't learn to control this artifact, this fleet will not reach Earth. I will be doing my part. You are about to find out what makes the TAS Crusader the most powerful ship ever built. Yes, sir, it will be my honor. What are my orders? We've brought enough firepower to cut through the engine armada guarding Arcea. Your first order is simple. Take it back. Okay. So, got what looks like not too big a map ahead of us. Let's see. Yep. And just got our small little, well, it's not a particularly small fleet. I mean, we've got like 17 ships here. So what's in this one? So for our back fleet, we've got the Revenge, the Strider. Okay, those are a couple reasonable ships. The Remnant, which is a cargo ship, equipped to colonize distant planets, so it's a colony ship. Then we've got anything else of interest? A couple of transports for invading. Okay, those will be helpful. Whereas up here, I'm betting we mostly just have combat ships. I'm not seeing anything else of particular interest, so I guess they're going to be leading the way. And did we have any ships capable of survey? Yes, we do have a survey ship, the Strider. Okay, so he can go and potentially explore these space junks, which I actually haven't encountered yet, but I'll assume, with any luck, they focus kind of like artifacts. Okay. Well, for now, let's just move on. Quick battle. Oh, we could view the battle. From what I noticed in the tutorial, we don't have any control over the battle, though. And so I'll probably just be doing quick battle because the camera is a little shoddy anyway when we're viewing the battle, and I couldn't work out all the exact controls we would need, so we'll just stick to quick battle. Should be an easy victory for us, I would think. Hopefully we won't encounter too many losses. Nope, no losses whatsoever. Hit points still 1625 out of 1625, so I guess we'll just keep moving. This fleet has 26 out of 26 logistics, so we can't even make it any bigger. And I see no reason to stop. Do we have any transport ships in this group? I don't think we did. We'll want transports to actually invade the planet. So we'll need to pull that other fleet up before long. Oh, well, we might have just gotten ourselves into all kinds of trouble here. I was just kind of going with it, assuming that maybe that fleet wouldn't be too big. What if I hit cancel? Does anything bad happen? But it's pretty big. It's got a few more hit points than we do. When I enter battle, its hit points jump up by like 1,000. So I'm wondering if it's getting supported from somewhere that we would need to knock down first. If that's just... That's probably the ships actually defending the planet. We do have an ideology to pick up. Maybe we do that before we get too crazy. Outreach, affinity, prominence, or enlightenment are our options. So we can get some research points. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. I want to figure out what happens with this planet first. Okay. Yeah. Gotta remember all the exact camera controls I'm trying to get to. Okay, so the Strider is what I'm going to grab now. Because it's a survey ship. Let's eject that. I tried to... Yeah. I ended up moving the whole fleet instead of the Strider. Good job, me. Way to have a handle on the controls. Not what I wanted to do. It almost makes me want to just load the whole game back up. But whatever. We'll just keep going. Let's try it. Quick battle. What happens? This will tell us if we need to reload or not. Alright. We got it done. Well done. But don't get cocky. If our intelligence is correct, this fleet was made up of the dregs of the Drengen forces. The armada that surrounds Earth will not be so easily defeated, even with the Crusader leading the fight. Maybe we'll have one look at a battle just to see the Crusader at some point. Thought it was a nice show to show them what was coming for them. Yeah, let's stick to that. Okay. Unfortunately, this fleet, it seems, is out of movement for the time being. Yeah, 0 out of 5. They'll need to get up here in order to take this capital. But that shouldn't take too long. I don't think they've got... Okay, they do still have a defending fleet available. But we aren't actually losing any hit points or anything, so maybe we'll be okay. Okay. Greetings, Commander. It seems we're not able to rely on some of the technologies we were using in the Pocket Universe. They simply don't work here. Okay, so the Pocket Universe is where they were. That's why they were in a different universe. That's fine. That said, we are not helpless. We can build on what still works. Okay, with this fleet, we'll rebuild quickly. Let's see what we've got available. I kind of liked the tech tree. Scrolling through that a bit better than the list, but the list might be a bit easier to read for the time being. Not sure exactly what we're going to need for the mission. Actually, let's switch to the tech tree just to see exactly how much tech I have. So we have a fair amount of colonization tech, a fair amount of engineering tech. Yeah, we're doing well all around, just kind of got the basics covered at least. So we could go for some efficient manufacturing, potentially, for once we actually get to the planet. That could be helpful. Agricultural adaptation, xenobiology, both of these things could be nice depending on exactly what's going on. We don't even have a planet yet, so I don't know why I'm so concerned about it. I'm just going to head to efficient manufacturing because I kind of like the idea of it, and that'll let us end the turn. Still not going to worry about the ideology yet because I don't know exactly what I want to do with that before I get on the planet. Whoa, there's a ship coming up behind us. The Torturer. Well, I hope our fleet can maybe bust through that guy. It's just one ship, but it's still pretty powerful compared to a lot of their stuff. Alright, get back up here. Check out the artifact. A secret of the universe, the first of many, is about to reveal itself to you. So, precursor builders. Upon being sent to your nearest colony to study the strange precursor artifact, we'll do nothing because we don't have a colony. That's unfortunate. Alright, let's get this battle done. We can view battle this time. Just once. See how it goes. We can see our Crusader, this mega ship over here. Well, we're launching a lot of missiles. Good job, team. And you see, as far as I can tell, there's nothing I can actually do down here. We can kind of like pop up the list of what's happening, all that kind of thing. But it's mostly a bunch of noise and lights, which is why we'll be skipping this for the most part. But good job, guys. You seem to be winning. Proud of you. Just keep on keeping on. Ships are all kind of just bumping into each other, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's really hard to even tell what's happening for sure. Except that their ships are getting blown up by our ships. Go laser beams and missiles and so on and so forth. Proud of all you guys for winning. But that's why I'm not going to just quit battle. We did lose a lot of units that time. A lot of assault fighters, which I don't think we've generally been losing stuff. So that's unfortunate. Nonetheless, though, we did succeed in the battle. Alright, this ship can kind of skirt around the edge down here away from this group, or this ship in particular, and he'll try and pick up this artifact next turn. You guys, get back here. I assume we're done with everything. Yeah, there's no defending fleet. Get back here and deal with this thing. Man, you guys have a lot of moves, it seems. Alright. No, he actually just, he's going to defend. That's okay. Alright, get up here. Quick battle. Bye-bye. Not a problem. Quick battle again. Okay, so we seem to be generating fighters each time we actually get into a fight from somewhere. I'll have to look into the details later, but that does explain why we're able to actually take losses without taking losses, assuming I'm correct. Let's get to that artifact. Turn. Alright, you guys, get up here. Conventional warfare, defender casualties high, likelihood of success 100%. Let's do it. Invade the planet, victory. Alright, so we lost 2 units. They lost 12, so there's not a whole lot of surviving population left. And we also managed to destroy a very large number of improvements on the way. But we got it done. Okay, the planet is ours. The Dringent have not been kind to the planet. Thankfully, we have been able to liberate most of the slaves before it was too late. There are quite a few Drinjen survivors as well. What should we do with them? Isolate them where they can't do anyone harm, or turn them over to the survivors to deal with as they see fit, or send them to their own slave pits and execute any who resist. Yeah, let's not do that one. We'll just isolate them for now. Congratulations on your victory, Commander. The Drinjen have truly grown powerful in our absence. The fleet lost more ships than I had expected, but as long as we have the Crusader, we will be able to rebuild it. Loss of ships is nothing to the loss of lives. They'll be remembered as heroes. Let's just stick to that. We'll just be nice, because we can. While we rebuild here, I would like you to secure the rest of the sector. We have reports of at least 2 more Drinjen-controlled systems, and if they are as well defended as Arcea, you will have your work cut out for you. Alright, let's get to it. Oh, I will be careful with the ship. You calm down. I know how important the ship is. Alright, let's see what this planet looks like. We've got a Xeno research laboratory, a research extractor. Okay. A slave recycler makes farms more efficient and provides more food. I don't know if I like the sound of that building. A slave pit, of course. Boost manufacturing as research, as well as a food supply. These aren't the kind of things that we're generally going to be doing around here. And a slaughtertorium, which increases a world's approval. We're not going to worry about the apostrophe or the A that's missing there. It's just maybe we needed a bit more time in early access for our $50 game, guys. I don't know. Minor details, but still. We got the apostrophe here. And the A. It's in the right spot and everything. Apparently the slaughtertorium just doesn't get as much love as the other buildings. I can understand that. And rare earth metals. These rare earth metals provide a strong base for our foundries. Okay, we'll put a foundry there, I guess, at some point. All right, and this building is an adaptive farm to raise the population cap. So what do we want to construct? I think we have a shipyard. If we actually capture the shipyard. Hang on. No, it's still his shipyard. And it's actually still building a thing, it looks like. I'll have to deal with that. You get up here. Deal with the shipyard. Yeah, quick battle it. Get rid of it. Before it rushes out another unit. Okay. Then maybe the first thing we'll build is a shipyard. And then we'll worry about fixing up everything else later. Man, we do not have a lot of production. It feels like 12.3. Yeah, go with it anyway. That's going to take a while to get done, though. But I want more ships. Ships are important. Can't neglect them. Now let's find some artifacts. Plus 25% efficient manufacturing. Alright. From that artifact. Or as I'm going to be thinking of it, that ancient ruin. Okay. Just got a few idle ships left. Exactly how many moves does this fleet have? I'm not sure. Details? Ships in fleet, 10. Moves 7. Okay. Then let's just get exploring. Let's see. It hasn't revealed any of the rest of the sector to us. We're actually going to have to go hunting down the Drinjen, but I think that's okay. We can just explore the nearby area first and then get to it. Okay, our scouts report that there are several former Arcean worlds that have been abandoned in the area. Recolonizing them would help secure the sector. Alright, let's get to it. That sounds useful. We could have more production facilities available to make ships. Sure. Alright, found some money. Not bad. Gotta go around these asteroids, which I believe function kind of as craters, if you want to think in beyond Earth terms. Not really as mountains. They don't seem to block vision. Can we interact with space junk? No. Just making sure. Alright. Let's go ahead and look at this ideology. What I went for before, I think, was prominence, perhaps? No, maybe it was elevated. Because it generates a benevolent ideology point every 5 turns once you build the structure associated with it, so I was kind of interested in that. But I could also just take Outreach right now and be like, bam, colony ship. Or I can wait until I can actually use a colony ship and then take Outreach. But I think I already have one colony ship available. It's just in this defending fleet here that I'm not really using for anything. Yeah, I have a colony ship. Along with my transport ship. So, perhaps we won't worry about that for now. We'll just wait until I can actually use the ideology before we worry about it. Next turn. Okay. Founding more Durantium, which is a nice strategic resource. In my head, it's iron right now, but I'm just going to keep making those comparisons for myself this whole time while I figure things out. Site is protected by pirates. Engage? No. Okay, then why don't we pull our actual combat fleet over here? And you can keep looking around. What do we find? Farsight 1, a planet with amazing potential. It's lush. We could colonize that. Sure. That looks like a useful planet, right? Let's see. What do we have for if we go to Victory? Recolonize Farsight. That's an optional objective for us anyway, so why don't we pull our colony ship up here? Full population, because that's what I like to do. I don't know if it's the right decision or not, but it's what I go with. You get up here and colonize this planet. Okay. Found some more Illyrium. That's nice. But why don't you go ahead and focus on getting to that space junk. Next turn. How are we doing with our tech? Taking some time to get it done. We don't have a whole lot of research going on, if any. I think we have some going. Yeah. Just a little bit. Not going to worry about the details for now. Oh yeah, get to the space junk. I don't really need to be reissuing these guys orders. They'll be able to figure it out. Okay. Whoa, we're getting attacked. We're getting attacked seriously. Okay. Well, quick battle while we lose this fight real fast. Hopefully we don't actually lose the planet. That would be unfortunate. That is a lot of ships headed our way. Sheesh. I'm going to have to poke out that direction so I can see when these guys are coming in the future. We took out most of them. That's impressive. Why don't you get back home? Oh, more ships coming. That's not good. Alright, you get over to that planet. Come to the space junk and then run away. More treasury. Excellent. Can always use more money. Okay, keep running away. You get up here, finish this fleet off, please. Quick battle. Oh my. Not a problem. We have a cargo ship up here. Large but fragile ship capable of building star bases. That would be useful to knock out, but I'm a little bit more worried about the stuff that's coming to kill us back here first. And let's get this guy colonized. Yay, our first colony. I like the little cutscenes that don't appear all too often, but they're just a nice little flavorful thing. We can see the colony pods kind of launching off the ship here. I like it. Okay. And we have a colonizing event to deal with. So in the last year, this planet has become much more tectonically active with regular earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. On the plus side, this is bringing a lot of valuable minerals up to the surface, where it will be far easier to extract. On the downside, a lot of people are being killed by lava. That is a bit of a downside. Your engineers think they can stabilize the crust to stop the earthquakes, but the decision on whether to implement it hasn't been made yet. What are your orders? We can't do anything which affects the safety of our people. Stabilize the crust, get this place back to normal. We'll get plus 10 benevolent and minus 100 credits for repairs. The other thing we can do is limit our population growth, get access to more manufacturing and economy, but get pragmatic or malevolent. We've already decided on the benevolent path. We're just going to stick to it and stabilize the crust. Alright. This planet was never the best, but it is in a resource-rich area. We'll be able to make use of it. Okay. So, first things first. We have a lot of options for buildings, but I almost feel like a basic factory might be a good place to start. Can do research experiments and make money over here. So maybe we just plant the factory kind of close to our capital. Try and get this place up and running fairly quickly. So let's just do that. We'll put it over here in this corner. Oh, did I really rush it? Oh, that was my very first thing I actually tried to build on this new colony. So maybe it rushed automatically from me picking up that ruin before. I'm not honestly sure. Well, let's build another one. There, 2 factories, sure. Because I hadn't actually tried to build a colony improvement ever on Arcea. I just built a shipyard. Oh well. Finally, we have plenty of ideology available here. Let's go with maybe 1 outreach and 1 elevated. What's that's going to do is give us better morale wherever we actually build the elevation foundation achievement. And we can also get access to a colony ship, which hopefully we'll be able to use later. So let's first unlock this. We could get dignified, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'd rather have the colony ship from the other. So there we go. It can hang out at home, hopefully be safe, and we'll intern. Oh man, we just constantly have fleets coming in, don't we? I guess we're going to lose the Strider here. We'll have to rebuild the survey ship. Sad day. Yeah. Get blown up. We tried to run away, but that fleet was moving pretty fast. Oh, I think he got a kill. Cool. It's interesting how we just seem to have our big giant ships that are able to deal with whatever problem is coming our way for this campaign mission. Colony ship, why don't you eject? Yeah, sure. Make sure you have plenty of population. And just run away. Just stay away from the fight, please. Alright. Let's actually just bring this constructor down. Not a problem at all, hopefully. You'd think with 12 hit points, no offense or defense capabilities, the ship would be easy to bring down. Oh, this is a huge group. Nonetheless, it perishes the same as all the others. Now, don't really want to do a lot of exploring with the colony ship, so I imagine they're just going to kind of hang back. We could take Hammer. It's not a particularly good world, but it's able to sustain life, barely. That's not what I was interested in. Victory. I think that was one of the optional missions. Recolonize Hammer. We don't know what Vega Prime looks like, though, so maybe we want to find that before we pick anywhere in particular. What is this? This is Ember. So we're trying to find probably a star named Vega. And then from there colonize. Let's just take Hammer. The reason I'm switching opinions like that is because we lost our survey ship and we're not going to be able to explore very easily. Whoa. So I'm just going to take this. We're going to take Hammer and then we'll go find Vega later. Yeah, colonize planet. Planet was once the home of an alien civilization which disappeared 1,000 years earlier. Although none of their technology is new to you, many of their entertainment products remain intact and are of great interest to the colonists. Unfortunately, almost all of these shows and programs are incredibly childish and puerile, featuring an unfortunate amount of jokes about orifices, and the colony's workplaces are now filled with practical jokes that sap productivity. What are your orders? Leave them be. They're adults who can make their own decisions, and at least it boosts morale. Gives me a lot of approval, but reduced manufacturing on this planet. I think that's what we'll stick to still. Pragmatic is also an option, which gives me the same things, except it boosts my economy. Okay, because I'm willing to put it on the open market instead of leave it here. We'll leave them be. We'll stick to benevolent. That's where we started. We'll keep going. Alright, planet used to be the right hand of Arcea. Now it is nothing but a burned out husk. We'll be able to rebuild, but it's going to take some effort. Yeah, the planet's really not looking too hot, is it? Okay, so we've got a natural wonder. We have precious metals. We could start with a factory. Yeah, the planet's really not in good shape. We could put down a soil upgrade just to get access to a few more tiles, potentially. I still kind of want... Yeah, the planet's really not looking good. I still kind of want a factory. Colony has one free normal improvement available. Increases a colony's manufacturing. Okay. What I could do instead is just go immediately for... Let's see, that's tourists. This is just money. Do I have a building that can just make me money? Like a market center. That if I put here... Could be a decent wealth improvement. There we go. Excellent. Now let's just build a factory up here. Just so we have one. Excellent. Let's head back to Arcea. We've got access to what here? We're still trying to go to a shipyard, and then we've got a research institute queued up. I don't know if we really need that, but it probably won't hurt. Still just very strange having this mix of buildings here. If I was to build a factory here, it would be level 1? Oh well. We'll worry about this place later. Let's just end the turn for now. Okay. I keep wanting to use WASD to move the camera around. Because a lot of games these days have that available. Have that as an option. But not this one. So we have a mining starbase here that it looks like is going to be very nice to take down because it's getting a lot of resources gathered up. And that could be a nice crippling move to our opponents. That's probably what we'll go ahead and head for next. I really just want that shipyard online so we can start building things. And getting actual ships in the air since we went ahead and lost our survey ship. Alright, take down the constructor. Should be fairly easy. Oh, and it's got an economic relic there. Interesting. Alright, let's take down this starbase. It seems well defended for a mining starbase. But it'll likely fall like everything else has, so I'm not going to concern myself over it. Dredgen have been heavily mining the resources in this sector. I would recommend we do the same. We will need these resources if we want to build ships that are as powerful as the Crusader. Good advice. I will see it as done. That was kind of the plan eventually. We're just moving a bit fast with our war to actually catch up on things like, you know, mining. Oh, good. He turned into another starbase. Well, whatever. There. Easy enough to deal with. Okay. Are we seriously not done? We are not researching anything. We just finished efficient manufacturing. I'm sitting here going, I feel like we should be done with our tech by now. It has been many, many turns. We've actually had access to some amount. We did manage to get it done. So we resisted letting the accountants into the manufacturing centers for a long time because the work is dangerous and also because no one likes them. But once they found a way to sneak in, they did admittedly find several ways to cut manufacturing costs. Good stuff. That's what I was looking for. So we're a little bit low on governance here. We don't have a lot of this researched. Maybe some degree of commerce specialization would be useful. We could just try and... I don't know if we're interested in trading right now, given the exact situation we're in, but maybe just having access to a little bit of extra cash could be handy. So let's research wealthy population. All right. Let's see. Generating 9 wealth a turn. What about up here? I don't think I need to adjust any of these things just yet. Everything should be working out okay. We do have access to 5,000 in our treasury, so we can get some buying of things done if I really need to. Might do that as soon as we're done with the shipyard. Okay. Ah, excellent. Well, let's go ahead and assign Arcea as a sponsor. And Hammer as a sponsor. There's no distance delay there. The distance decay is not bad from Farsight, though. It's not too bad. It's just 13%, so we'll go ahead and assign all of them. And this one shipyard will hopefully be able to pump out ships fairly effectively. But for the moment, what I'm going to do is I am going to tell these guys not to commit any of their resources to the shipyard, Hammer and Farsight, and then I'll turn them back on later. I'll switch some of their manufacturing back over to it. Well, maybe we can just adjust a bit. So we have 1 in the ship military and 5 in the social. I don't know exactly how the game counts percentages in these situations, but for now we'll just commit just a little bit. There we go. Okay, our shipyard needs to build us. I'm thinking a constructor would be good. Colony ship has things to say for it. An explorer obviously could be good. Just at looking around, a survey ship would also be good. So let's go with a survey ship and a constructor, get those queued up. Maybe 2 constructors queued up. Let's go ahead and buy the survey ship so it can start running around. We can't afford the constructor yet, I don't think. And even if we can, I think we can only rush 1 ship a turn. Blow this up. Not a problem because we have a mega army. Goodbye. Oh, there were ship graveyards we wanted to check out earlier. What if we check out this one? Maybe I'll be able to actually fight pirates this time? We can find out. And now building survey. I think we're ready to intern. The gentle burst of acceleration. The pride of your fleet leaves its nest. First capital ship. First of its kind, it will soon be joined by others. A fleet capable of bending the galaxy to your will. Alright, cool. I mean, not really, because we've already had plenty of these available to us as soon as we started the mission, but I guess it's fine if it wants to feel better about itself. Oh, good. We found a thing. A treasury up. Great. Good hunting, guys. I'm glad this space junk is proving worthwhile. Check out the graveyard. Okay, we do need a survey ship in order to investigate the graveyard and pick a fight. That's interesting. Well, let's just keep digging into their territory then. See, just little details we're still figuring out. Okay, shipyard. Yeah, can't afford to buy it. We'll just rush it out as soon as we can actually manage it. What do we have here? Dominion Prime. The Jewel of the Universe. Class 17, a perfect planet. It has 37 out of 68 logistics for its defending fleet. I imagine we could still just kind of attack it because it's more or less what we do. Unfortunately, we're running a little bit low on transport ships to actually finish it off, as we managed to lose the fleet that contained all of those. So let's instead kind of scout around, see if there are any more star bases to bring down. Alright, getting some Xeno factories up on our planets, in addition to our basic factories. Sounds just fine. A military star base. Probably still able to blow that up without too many problems. And then Horizon, a paradise. Also visible over here. Oh, there's another shipyard to bring down. We'll totally get on that in just a moment. What was the other planet we were supposed to colonize? Vega Prime. Let's see if we can find that. More space junk. Oh, 13. Very useful. Whereas we find an artifact, and of course we get 500. That's more what I'm after. Another ship graveyard. I'm nervous about those now that one of them had pirates in it. Okay. I really feel like I need more manufacturing on this planet at some point. We're building a research institute right now, but maybe a basic factory would be a bit better. Could put it here, and it looks like it will benefit from the rare earth metals and be up to level 2. Could put it here. And it gets a big boost from the slave pit. Why don't we do that? And go ahead and kick that factory up. Can we even buy the factory? Yeah, that's fairly cheap. Let's go ahead and do it. And we'll make sure to start upgrading it next turn. Okay. Upgrade Xeno Factory. Thank you very much. Or upgrade to a Xeno Factory. You, get over here. They have a decent defending fleet, it looks like. Lots of capital ships in there, actually. Hard to judge their exact strength, but maybe we can bring down this shipyard. Is that too much difficulty? Excellent. And then they have an economic starbase, but we can't quite reach it because we don't have the range. As you can see, we're pushing the limits of how far we can go into space right now, based on these dotted lines that we see. So instead, we might just need to pick a fight over Horizon. I have no idea how this is going to go. Because it's hard to see exactly how good the defending fleet is. It does, however, have 2 capital ships in it, compared to our what? We have 1 huge capital ship, a couple large escorts, a couple medium capital ships. Let's just go for it. Quick battle. Well, looks like we won. And without any losses once again. So we just have this mega fleet that apparently is going to run around the entire map and blow up anything it manages to get its hands on. Works for me. Okay. Well, let's head back to... Oh, come on. Work with me here. Head back toward Dominion Prime and see if there are any shipyards near it we can actually manage to reach. But for now, just end the turn. Found some more stuff. It's always nice. Okay. More artifacts. Artifacts are so... Nope, can't quite reach it. Go figure. We got our wealthy population research done. So we can head to xenoeconomics if we want. We can head to interstellar trade. Warfare might have been a better decision. Just to finish things up quickly. One of these allows us for better invasions, which is kind of the end goal, I think, to get an invasion done. We could go for planetary bombardment just to clean up the mission. Let's try it. Yeah. All right. Plus 25% point defenses. Okay. That was another ship graveyard. Still guarded by pirates. No thank you. Figure that all out later without risking our survey ship. That was so expensive for us to build. I find it interesting. For some reason, I seem to be capable of traveling outside my range if I select the movement point inside. For example, it won't let me travel here. But I'm not getting in trouble for going around this cloud faster, despite the fact that the cloud is outside my range. And I don't know exactly why it works that way, but it bothers me a bit. So what we're going to need to do, I think, is put a star base out here in this general area as far as we can to kind of push the limits of our influence out and allow us to get further out into the system to actually take over this planet. Because for now, we can't quite reach the shipyard and the star bases and so on and so forth from there. More space junk, which, as we've discovered, is a very apt description, considering it's worth basically nothing. Okay, can't afford to buy the constructor. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. We could also just keep improving our manufacturing so we can actually make ships reasonably quickly. Let's see. What else do we do everywhere else? We're still going for a Xeno factory here. After that, another market center might not hurt if we can do that. I don't know if we can, though. Oh, yeah, we can. There it is. There we go. Just to get a little bit more cash coming in. All right. Hey, we actually found cargo pods worth 100 treasury. That's much better than most of the space junk we've been finding. Okay, debris field with a little bit. Not too interesting. Cargo pods again for another 100. And now we've found plenty of artifacts to explore, so let's get on that. We can send our main fleet to kind of finish exploring these interior sections, so our survey ship can move around more quickly. Hey, we've entered a golden age. The entire galaxy has entered a golden age. Businesses are thriving, the standard of living across all civilizations increases at an incredible rate, and tax income everywhere is rolling in. This is the new normal. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Plus 20% economy for all races. Well, seems kind of nice, given we've been trying to beef up our economy just a little bit on one of our planets. Hopefully that'll work out. Alright, so over here, we're building a research institute and a mega factory still. What do we have going on here? More mega factories being built. It feels like at some point we should transition into building things that aren't making us better at building things and actually, you know, helping. But I guess we can let the mega factories go ahead and get themselves constructed. And then maybe we can start contributing toward the ships a little bit sooner than we expected. Okay, that's all fine. Grab an artifact. Nice. And head for another artifact. Alright guys, we've been at this for quite some time now. We have made some progress in this initial mission. I mean, we already have 3 planets secured. I imagine, if I actually paid attention, we could find Vega Prime, which is a nice lush world. That's going to be our next basic goal for this mission, but as this has already gone on for quite some time for us, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up right about now. We will be back, and hopefully in the next video, we'll be able to kind of proceed through fast enough now that we've got all of most of our planets established, our shipyard is up and running, we found where our opponent is, and we have a basic goal. Get up a transport ship or 2 to replace the ones that we lost, and go ahead and start an invasion. So next time, we'll be headed back into that, but for now, we're just going to have to go ahead and call it quits. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.